Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Watkins Glen International, making its return for the first time since season number 1, here for season 5, race 3 of the Hot Wheels Cup Series here on the Arctic Fox Racing Network. Last time out, we saw Chris Buescher pick up his first career Hot Wheels Cup Series win at the Bristol Motor Speedway. This race marks the beginning of our 3-race in-season tournament. You can see all the matchups on your screen right now. A reminder that it is a single elimination bracket, where each of these drivers must finish ahead of their opponents in order to move on to the next round. Now let's take a look at our drivers to watch for today's race. Up first is the 16 of AJ Allmendinger, who sits on pole for today's race. He is a road course specialist who showed some great pace in qualifying. Look for the number 16 Corley car to contend for the win. Another driver to look out for is starting right next to him, Tyler Reddick, another driver who showed some great pace in qualifying. It's going to be interesting to see how that translates to race day. Then we've got Shane Van Gisbergen starting in the inside third row. He's raced on many a road course like this, and this one will be no exception. Then we've got Chase Elliott starting alongside him. His last win was on a road course. If you remember back in season number 4, he won the Sonoma race. And a little bit deeper in the field, we've got the 17 of Chris Buescher starting in the 14th position to the outside of his teammate Brad Keselowski. A reminder, he is your race 2 winner. It's going to be interesting to see if he can get to the front. Now we'll take a look at our Pertec starting grid for today's race. AJ Allmendinger sits on pole position for today's race with Tyler Reddick on the outside. And it's Austin Cindric in the 2 next to Christopher Bell in the 20. In row 3 it's Shane Van Gisbergen next to Chase Elliott, along with Ryan Blaney in the 12 and Austin Dillon in the 3. Rounding out the top 10 is going to be Eric Jones and season 3 champion Kyle Larson, followed by Josh Berry and Riley Herbst. Then we've got defending champion Brad Keselowski next to his teammate Chris Buescher in row 7. Row 8 we've got Alex Bowman in the 48 and Denny Hamlin in the 11. Then it's Daniel Suarez next to Todd Gilliland. Rounding out the top 20 is going to be the 19 of Chase Briscoe next to the 33 of Will Brown, followed by Zane Smith in the 38 and Jonathan Nemechek in the 42, along with Joey Logano and Ty Gibbs. And it's Justin Haley next to William Byron behind them. Then it's the 66 of Chandler Smith next to the 8 of Kyle Busch, followed by Cody Ware and Noah Gragson. And it's Darrell Wallace Jr. next to the 1 of Ross Chastain, followed by the 41 of Cole Custer and the 60 of Ryan Preece. And behind them is Ty Dillon next to Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And then it's Spire Motorsports teammates Carson Hocevar and Michael McDowell rounding out the grid. Now for our Microsoft race rundown, it's a 10-lap race around this 2.5-mile road circuit, making its return for the first time since season number 1. Like I've already mentioned before, this is the first round of our in-season tournament, and watch out for road course specialists. Drivers like Shane Van Gisbergen, AJ Allmendinger, Chase Elliott, and Tyler Reddick are going to be difficult to compete with. The return of this track has been a long time coming, but the wait is finally over. The drivers come into turn 6 and around turn 7 as the pace car peels off the pit road. Allmendinger and Reddick lead the field to the green flag. Watkins Glen is back on the schedule. As Allmendinger clears Reddick for the lead out of turn number 2, up to the S's we go. Reddick's going to have a shot on the bus stop. He's not going to get there. You see Van Gisbergen lurking behind Cindric in the 4th position, looking to get the 3rd position away. And Allmendinger completes the first lap. He'll lead with Reddick in 2nd, Cindric 3rd. And Van Gisbergen dives to the inside of the 2 car as Reddick relentlessly chasing down the 16. Allmendinger opening up a lead. Van Gisbergen gets to the inside. He's going to take 3rd away from Austin Cindric. As we come to the white flag at stage number 1, Reddick still chasing Allmendinger for the lead. And now we got trouble in turn 1. And Alex Bowman locks up and he collects Austin Dillon. That'll bring out the yellow flag to end the stage here on lap number 3. And Alex Bowman's streak of misfortune continues. On the real-time replay, looks like Bowman locked up trying to make a move on Austin Dillon. Heavy damage on the 48 and 3 cards. Great job by his teammate Kyle Larson to avoid it. An unfortunate event will end both of these drivers' days. They'll be sent to the garage early on. Great job by Larson, Suarez, and Briscoe to avoid the carnage. But it's a tough day for both the 48 and the 3. As you can see, AJ Allmendinger will lead the field to the checkered flag. You see Allmendinger, Reddick, Van Gisbergen, Cindric, and Bell will all pick up bonus points, and Allmendinger will pick up a playoff point for winning the stage. Looks like the wreckage is all cleared up. We're going to go back racing with 2 laps to go in stage number 2. Allmendinger and Reddick lead the field around turn 7, take the green flag. That's a bad start for Reddick. Van Gisbergen will get up to the 2nd position as Christopher Bell gets up into 4th around Austin Cindric. And it's a locker for Allmendinger. Van Gisbergen takes the lead in the bus stop, and around the carousel he's going to clear the number 16. Reddick gets up into the 2nd position as well. You see Bell looking back there in 4th. White flag in stage number 2. Van Gisbergen leads with Reddick in the 2nd position. You see Bell and Blaney lurking back there in 4th and 5th. Up to the bus stop. Reddick trying to gain some momentum to get to the 488 of Shane Van Gisbergen. But around 6 and into turn number 7, it looks like it's going to be Shane Van Gisbergen to win stage number 2 and pick up a playoff point. As Reddick goes for a move on Van Gisbergen. He can take the lead. Now we got trouble. It's Cindric and Berry. That'll bring out the 2nd yellow flag here with only 4 laps to go. As we take a look at the real-time replay, it looked like Berry tried to make a late dive bomb on the 2 of Austin Cindric. Cindric probably turned in a little bit too late. Probably some spot miscommunication. But an unfortunate event for both the 21 and the 2 machines. Great job by Eric Jones and Chase Briscoe to avoid it. But it's a tough break for the 2 and 21 cars. Not the way they wanted to end their race. This will set up a green-white checkered finish to the race. Reddick and Van Gisbergen will lead us back to the green flag. As the drivers come around turn 7 to take the green flag for what could be the final time. 2 laps to go. That's a bad start for Reddick. Van Gisbergen will get away with the lead. Allmendinger gets up into the 2nd position. Blaney's going to have a shot at Tyler Reddick for the 3rd position. He's going to get the position. Meanwhile, challenging Allmendinger for the 2nd position. Meanwhile, Van Gisbergen is running away with this lead. Around turn 7 to take the white flag. Allmendinger back there in 2nd. Now Blaney slides on the track. Allmendinger takes 2nd away. He's going to have a shot. Van Gisbergen is still holding on to his lead. Coming around the carousel, Allmendinger gets up into the 2nd position, clearing the 12. But up front, it's going to be Shane Van Gisbergen to pick up his 2nd career Hot Wheels Cup Series win. He will win here at Watkins Glen. It looked like Ryan Blaney had a great shot at catching Shane Van Gisbergen. But this event right here at turn number 1, this event right here where he slid up the track, crushed any hopes he had of taking home his 2nd win of the season. But Shane Van Gisbergen will get to burn some rubber down here at Watkins Glen. This win here out of Shane Van Gisbergen will skyrocket the Kiwi driver to the top of the point standings. As we take a look at our race results to see AJ Allmendinger coming home with a strong 2nd place finish. Ryan Blaney comes home in 3rd after that unfortunate slip up. Tyler Reddick will finish in the top 5 with Joey Logano rounding at the top 10. Kyle Larson, Chase Briscoe, Ty Gibbs, Riley Herbst, all with some strong days. Although Ty Gibbs, finishing below his opponent, will not move on to the 2nd round of the in-season tournament. Neither will Denny Hamlin or Kyle Busch, who finished outside of the top 20. You see Austin Cindric, Josh Berry, Alex Bowman, and Austin Dillon all wrecking out of the race. An unfortunate day for all 4 of those drivers. But let's hope they do better next time at Atlanta. See our point standings. Van Gisbergen now holds a 10-point lead over the 12th of Ryan Blaney. And at the moment, Tyler Reddick holds the last playoff spot with a 4-point lead over Chris Buescher. But with 4 races left before the playoffs begin, it's still anyone's game. Brad Keselowski still has a chance to defend his title, being only 7 points out. In our in-season tournament, Blaney moves on to the semifinals, going up against Riley Herbst, and Shane Van Gisbergen will go up against Christopher Bell. After Atlanta, only 2 drivers will remain, and after New Hampshire, only 1 will get the 5-point bonus to add to their score. Well, that's all the time we have here from the Watkins Glen International Raceway. The next race will see another track return in Atlanta Motor Speedway for the first time since season number 2. I hope you will enjoy today's race. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow all my socials using the links in the channel's description, because you won't want to miss a single lap of Hot Wheels Cup Series racing action. And until next time, I hope you enjoyed today's broadcast from the Arctic Fox Racing Network. I'm Arctic Fox, and I will see you all at the finish line. Stay frosty.